This happened about 3 years ago, back when I was driving for Uber on the weekends. I usually did late night shifts because they paid better, bar closing, parties ending, drunk people needing rides. It was around 2 a.m. on a Saturday night when I got a ping for a pickup in a quiet suburban area, about 15 minutes away. The profile name was Hannah. When I pulled onto the street, I immediately saw her. She was standing under a flickering streetlight, completely still, not looking at her phone like most people waiting for a ride. She wore this plain, old fashioned white dress, and her skin looked really pale under the light. I rolled down the window and called out, "Are you Hannah?" She didn't answer at first, then almost in a whisper she said, "Yes." Something about the way she said it didn't sit right with me. Her voice was soft but monotone, like she was forcing the word out. She opened the back door and slid into the seat without another word. I noticed she didn't have a purse, no phone in her hand, nothing. Just sat there with her hands folded in her lap. I started driving toward the GPS destination. For a while, the only sound in the car was the hum of the engine. I tried making small talk, asking if she had a good night, if she would been out with friends, but she never replied. After a few minutes, I glanced at the rear view mirror. She was staring out the window, but her eyes kept flickering upward, meeting mine in the reflection for just a second before darting away. That's where the GPS suddenly rerouted. Instead of staying on the main road, it told me to take a turn onto a narrow back road leading into the woods. Normally I would ignore it, but sometimes the app does that to shave off a few minutes, so I followed it. The deeper I drove, the darker it got. No street lights, no house, nothing, just my headlights cutting through the trees. I checked the mirror again. She had not moved, still staring blankly outside. After about 15 minutes, the GPS told me I had arrived. The destination was an old farmhouse, completely dark, falling apart. No car in the driveway, no sign of anyone living there. I cleared my throat and said, "All right, we are here." She didn't move. Then very slowly her head turned toward me through the mirror. Our eyes locked, and in the same flat, whispered tone, she said, "Thank you for bringing me home." They never usually make it this far. A chill went down my entire body. I turned around in my seat to face her, and the back seat was empty. The door hadn't opened. The seatbelt was still backlit. My heart was pounding so hard so I could hear in my ears. I fumbled for my phone and checked the Uber app. The ride was still marked as in progress. I slammed the car into drive and got out of there as fast as I could, following the GPS back to civilization. When I finally pulled into a gas station parking lot under the safety of the lights, I ended the ride manually. But here's the part that still haunts me. As soon as I hit entering, the app said rider has been dropped off at home. The drop off location was listed as private residency cemetery. I deleted the Uber app the next morning and I haven't tried for them